So that's probably the worst thing about the car scene, right?
I would say so.
What's your favorite thing about the car scene?
To me, it's the melting pot of all melting pots. We all have a common denominator in the fact that you like cars in one capacity or another.
Right.
Like we always talk about, what kind of car person are you? Are you a muscle guy, tuner guy? Do you like drift? Do you like drag? Do
Right.
you like, show cars? Are
Right.
you a tilty wheel guy? Who knows? And to me, the fact that you can get so many of these people in the same small area and we all just kind of smile and talk and,
Right.
That's one of the few places where there's a lot of people who won't ever go up and talk to anybody.
Right.
But if you have a car that they're interested in, that same person that would never talk to you in the grocery store or doesn't really like to talk to people at all will come right up to you and say, hey, man, what do you have done to your so-and-so?
Yeah.
You know
I
what
agree.
I mean?
I agree.
But
yeah. I think car enthusiasts in general, they share passion. Like you said, it doesn't matter what they're building. It could be a lowrider, it could be a lifted truck. It makes no difference. But they share that common denominator, which is the passion that they put into it.
Yes, sir.
Like this weekend, went to a lowrider show. Absolutely loved it. Would I own one myself? Maybe one day. I love them.
Yeah.
They're very detailed. The engraving,
Some of that engraving,
interior. I mean, it's just. They're just cool. The paint jobs, they're just absolutely incredible, rolling works of art, and I don't think of those any different than I think of like, a lifted truck with a 14-inch lift and big old wheels and tires, or, a custom Volkswagen or a hot rod. I mean, somebody put the time, money, and effort into it.
Yep.
Everybody has a different style.
That's the thing too, is appreciating like, that took a lot of thought. Like that took a lot of. There's cars that are insane feats of fabrication, and back to the engraving. You see these '80s trucks, square nose trucks that have all this engraving, and you're like, you did that in only 30 years. It looked like it would take more than 30 years to do all that engraving. But the variety for me has got to be the best thing.
Yeah.
One of my best friends I've ever met in the car scene is literally from China. Like,
oh really?
Yeah, he came over from China. Wasn't didn't want to take the traditional route. Over there, the Chinese are very traditional, very get a job, go to school, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And he wanted to do his thing. He liked he liked Star Wars, and he wanted to get tattoos, and his parents weren't about it, and so he said, "All right, I'm going to America." And he's an architect here. Yeah,
no kidding.
He's
That's
an architect here. Doesn't really own any kind of car that's in the scene.
Yeah.
He drives a Mazda 3, I think, or a Mazda 2, I think.
Okay.
But he's a big car nut, and he goes everywhere with us. And
that's cool,
we love
man.
him.
That's cool.
We call him Panda. And, one of my best friends.
That's fitting.
He's a cool guy.
That's very cool, man. Very cool.